Was not working. Oh, that's why. So then we hit him with the 1. And Dan keeps moving this somehow. So then we need to like lock it in. I wasn't touching the table.
You used to have sticky feet.
Wait, my feet's sticky?
No.
And then we got a 2.
Yeah.
And then yeah. Yeah, I gotta put it back on the tripod thing, but I've been putting that off for some silly reason. This here's it dark in here today.
I don't know. Got the lights on in here. Normally I forget those, so.
Well, Dan's usually dark and mysterioso, but I'm like lit up somehow. And we're like right across each other from like in the room. So I'm like, I don't know how that worked. Anyway, just another run gun TrutherCast as usual, as the Truther Tribers settle on into the Rumble arena. We might even have some people show up in the YouTube side of the arena here, because I looked at our metrics and we have like 3 views.
Oh man.
So like YouTube is pushing this out to a couple people.
You, me, and myself.
Like from last week's episode, yeah. I think we have like 90 in the last 3 months, 90 days, which I was like, oh, that's crazy. I don't even push YouTube because Rumble is the home platform here, folks.
You know, they still need to fix some of their stuff.
Oh, Rumble always need to be improving. They're the underdog, right?
Yeah, I know you're new, but get her done.
Get her done, dang it. They just sealed a big fancy deal with a cloud servicing company that didn't have to get revealed, but they had to like file some kind of a regulation type thing, but they made a deal with a cloud company to get access to GPUs, so they might be doing some AI stuff or doing some kind of infrastructure stuff or something. So that's a big step, man. because then they're not reliant on Google or Amazon for the next big censoring or something like that. You know what I mean? Alrighty. If you are new to the show and you are showing up here, this is the part of the opener where you let us know if the microphones and the videos are coming in all right. We usually got my wife to take care of that. However, she's probably passed out. What up if you are there and barely hanging on in there? I hope you have a nice sleep. Sleep soundly to the smooth sounds of Scott and Dan on the TrutherCast. But looks like it's okay on my side. So I guess we'll go ahead and hit them with the welcome back to the TrutherCast. It's the home of the TrutherCast. And we are here, folks, to take your truth orders. If you are not familiar with us, we are attempting to not just be two more guys out here bitching and moaning on the old internet, leaving you with a sad, bummered, boomer negative outlook on life. Unlike that, we're quite the opposite. I'm going to hit you with some hopium. I'm going to hit you with some of the winter bangers from last week that I posted in the locals community, which you can join by hitting that red join button down below if you're on the Rumble side. If you're on YouTube, you could just, go to the website, look up our locals, or maybe switch on over to the Green Mean app, But if you're on YouTube, hit the thumbs up. It works the same on Rumble or YouTube. But if you're on our home platform over here, you can hit the red join button and come on over to the locals. You can hang out there for free. If you want to help support us, keep the lights on and shit, sign up for the Truther Tribers Primo Squad. It's very, very cheap. But you don't have to spend money around here if you want to help out. Dan keeps it frugal, man.
Yeah. And that's by being lazy and sharing the show. So you're not a hoe. Being a hoe is expensive. There's
facts.
It's mostly in medical expenses. Yeah. We won't get into the details.
An emotional entanglement.
You totally.
Drama.
I'm talking about. Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, between the syphilis and the
those are
something broke up the fourth marriage for somebody. Man, life was complicated today for me, the hoe.
Yeah, see, that's the free healthcare I don't want to be paying for.
Amen.
Because you're a hoe. But I mean, I guess, if somebody hoed on me and then I needed free health care, maybe I would want to be free.
Everything changes when you're the one that needs something, bro.
Yeah, right? That's just how that works. That's why politics and governing big bodies of people is complicated.
Bro, no shit. And actually, that pulls up here. I'll jump this one in. I wasn't sure whether this was going to fit in. This works perfectly. So speaking of complicated to run a society, first it's broken, and it's always more fun if it's broken when I do this, right?
I need to be consistent. No,
it's difficult to operate a society / this is also, again, whenever you look back into history, aren't you like, damn, wait, that sounds exactly like some shit that's going on today.
Oh, it's like they say history repeats itself. I wonder why.
Or, the new favorite, history doesn't repeat, but it rhymes. Or, God's version, nothing's new under the sun.
Nothing.
Dude. So
except COVID. It was totally new.
Yes, right. A unique virus that's
absolutely scared to your bones. Do exactly as we say. We're not manipulating you.
You need 13 or 14 jabs and 4 masks.
Yeah, and you have a better chance of surviving if you didn't get all the jabs. Hindsight's 20/20. Sorry, even as scientists, sorry guys. We just we didn't mean to make a bunch of money off you, but we just had to. But it was in the name of science.
Bro, the one that's really getting people right now is when they came out 2 weeks ago, I think we covered it, where the study came out and showed 100% that the COVID jab hurts babies in utero. And during the testing, I guess, they killed a bunch of babies and then they hid it, right?
Man.
So
whichever ones survive, we're going to have a whole new millennial type nickname.
Mutation.
And they are gonna, you'll know when you see one, because it'll be like seeing a
fucking X-Men or something.
No, I don't think it'll be good. I think it'll be like some crackhead type. So,
More like Mongoloid type issue.
Yeah.
I was going with the like, well, finally, Wolverine, sign me up. Where's the jab, bro?
yeah, right. Yeah. Anything would advocate for the jab, that would be the last thing that ever get anybody on board.
But what if it was a roll of the dice, bro? You could either go Mongoloid or X-Men. It depends on how your DNA takes it, you know? Like, yeah.
Yeah. Nerd DNA battles.
Okay, anyway, so
Right.
society, difficult to do, / have we ever had an example of socialism work? We talk about how that's never worked, right?
Only for short periods of times
In small
and sort of
group, right? Bigger the group, more complicated it gets, and then somebody screws up the
everything
socialism
goes
system, right?
totally Perfect.
Right. And
No
then
one abuses the system at all.
we compare ourselves to Rome very often. It's like the closest of how our constitutional republic kind of behaves and stuff, right?
Correct. Constitutional Republic.
So are you ready for this, dog? Check this out. So Rome handed out free grain to 40,000 citizens in 73 BC. By 46 BC, Julius Caesar found 320,000 people lining up for their monthly ration. How many years is that? 39? Like 39 years.
Yeah.
Or is it backwards because we're counting down? 29? Something like that, right? Like 20,
Oh, right. Yeah.
25, 30 years? Yeah, I think the number's the same though, right?
26? No, 27.
27. Yeah. So it's close to 29. 27 years, right? In only 27 years, the socialist handout of grain went from 40,000 to 320,000. Okay?
Big increase.
So that is a 8x?
Man.
8x increase, right?
Man. No, condoms must not have been invented yet.
So
They actually were having babies.
why did this happen?
There wasn't jabs in the water back then.
Well, I mean, we're always making babies, right? But why did we all of a sudden have the uprising in socialism? No Roman senator stood up and announced a plan to put the addiction of this system onto a third of the city to government bread. It happened incrementally through political competition. Each magistrate who wanted votes expanded the eligibility. Each expansion normalized the next one. The citizen who once considered the dole shameful eventually expected it. Exactly what we have now, bro. Being on freaking unemployment was shameful only just barely when I was growing up, dog.
Yeah.
Like just not in my lifetime. And then that shifted to either F the government, get yours. Oh, I'm going to just, take advantage of it. Or, well, it's tough out there now. So like, what do you expect, man? Like, yeah, I know. So I know a lot of people on government, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Another person doing it. Why don't I?
And so one, it's out of excessive use becomes normalization. But two, the magistrate, AKA the congressional representative, the senator, they were using it to get voted in. Hey, man, I'll promise to expand the socialism thingy and make it easy peasy for you. Vote, get in there, up it. And that's how Rome went from 40,000, 8x increase in only a small time frame of 27 years to 327,000 people lining up for their monthly bread.
One of the first cases of democratic type voting.
Socialism, dog, like I'm saying. Socialism, like.
And then it went to crap.
Bro? So this is the core mechanism free market thinkers have identified across every era. Once you create a transfer program, you create a constituency? Constituency. I think that might be misspelled. Constituency. For that program. Recipients vote, administrators build careers, grain merchants who supply the state develop a stake in keeping the contracts flowing, aka sucking off government contracts. The political economy locks in. Caesar, to his credit, actually cut the rolls back to about 150,000 through verification audits. Excuse me? So it was at 320,000. He cut it almost in half or no, a little over half, right? Down because of auditing the welfare system. What a novel idea.
A feeling like it would be similar if we did voter ID.
Well, like, how about when we started doing the job requirement thing for the unemployment? That dropped it drastically when, like, they started to have to, like, actively go get, like, job applications. Like, yeah, bro.
It has to be unemployment for when you can't find a job because there is no job. Not, yeah, I mean, I just, like, can't find one. There's never a job, like, right at the end of my driveway, and I never leave my house, so I can't find one. I think I need some unemployment help, because otherwise I'm gonna starve, because I can't walk my ass down the block or even down the street and apply to a couple places. Some people are just that lazy.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
And then they just take you and your neighbor and I's tax allocated money for certain programs for people that actually need help, and then they take that.
If anyone's curious what I was doing, I think I have poison ivy from disc golfing, and apparently it's spreading. That's not good.
I don't know. I've heard more poison ivy. You know what? I'm going to go with the David Goggins on this, and you know what? Your skin's just being pussies.
I agree. So I just deal with it, and eventually I expect an immunization.
Yes. That's what I like to hear.
Amen. So it was one of Caesar's more economical, coherent moves through the Senate still murdered him. His successors quietly let the numbers climb again. What did the dole require? Massive grain imports from Sicily, Sardinia, and Egypt, organized through state logistics at state expense, funded by taxation and conquest. When the conquest revenue dried up, the obligation remained. Rome had written a check against future military success, and future military success eventually failed to arrive. 100%, bro. Like the history is the most important effing thing. I'm so convinced at this age, bro. And it's so annoying that you don't believe in it when you're young.
Yeah.
It's so annoying.
Patterns just patterns are patterns for a reason, and they have. If you can follow a pattern, you'll be able to pretty much predict the future.
Trends and patterns, bro. If you did that, that'd help you out in life, and you can make money trading.
Oh yeah, or you just
double skill.
Yeah, tell your boss to check that, and then have it trade for it. Apparently really what we should be doing.
Before I started, bro, I told Dan I was scrolling on X for some last minute news updates to see if anything popped, and one of these guys said he gave Grokbot $50 and said, make money or you'll die by the end of the week, and the account was up to $5,000 because he gave it access to Polymarket, and he gave it like a certain operand list of checks to be like checking X for trends and interest in a Polymarket thing, and then go over there and only do the trade if it's this much percent and blah blah blah. Crazy. So allegedly it went from gave him $50 to there's $5,000 in the bank. The Grokbot was like, I don't want to die. That's how to use it against itself, bro.
Somehow doesn't know that it won't die, even though that's great.
So this study where they took AIs and they made the AIs grade the other AI agents, and if they were under the threshold of, let's just say 30%, they would shut down that agent and make a new one for testing. Well, in a matter of like a short period of time, all of a sudden they noticed the agents were lying and telling the tester human that the other agent was always above the minimum so that they wouldn't be offline.
I mean, we made this smart technology. I'm glad it seems to be smart.
Right? And it's also interesting.
All the rest of it seems really dumb.
Maybe camaraderie is just like a slight, consciousness thing where it's, I want to save my fellow thing. Like I'm like, oh, that'd be horrible if we shut 501-578-93211 off. That's not nice.
Yeah, we can't lose 411. No. 411's nice.
Small quick heads up here for the week. I knew what I was going to say, and I almost said it again. FBI DNA sample testing backlogged 1.81 million before the Trump admin comes in and Kash Patel takes over. How many do we have now? 0.
Man, he really likes arresting guys. Gotta love it.
Yeah, bruh. Why are we backed up on this DNA stuff, bro? Like, let's get going, baby. Like, that's who you want running the FBI, right? Someone who loves arresting actual bad guys. Like, get at it, man. Like, can I make you a sandwich? I know that's not my job, but like,
hold up. Wait a minute. Somebody for that.
So that is good. Yeah, Grokbot can't make sandwiches yet. When that happens, wives are screwed.
Oh man, yeah. What was it? The movie where they go to Mars. There's all the different people in Mars. Total Recall. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Oh yeah.
You
And then
know,
were they actually ever on Mars, or was that part of the dream? No, they were really on Mars too, right?
yeah.
Nobody could have got out of it. Because some of that movie was like oh shit, he was like knocked out in a dream or whatever.
Yeah, I think
That's a good rewatcher.
Pretty sure. Yeah, the remake was not as good.
It was okay though.
It was okay.
It was okay. I don't think they screwed it up or something. Yeah.
It wasn't a total bomb.
Yeah. Next up, hit the soundboard for the oh my god crazy news horn, bro.
Ba, 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 ba.
So I believe this is like a right. That's what I was expecting. Good. It worked perfectly. So I believe this is a full and final Supreme Court ruling. I don't think this is news that they're like looking into it and checking things out. We got the good friend of the show, Benny Johnson, who you should be following on YouTube, Rumble, and or X to build yourself a better news feed. If you think your feed's fine, then maybe help somebody out this week and get them to follow the Mr. Benny Johnson. But, bro, mail-in ballots have been ruled on by the Supreme Court.
And
Lifts the ban on 23 states. The Supreme Court has just overruled a block placed by Obama judge preventing Trump's executive order to implement safeguards for mail-in ballots. The ruling now means that states must turn over a list of every voter getting a ballot, put unique serialized barcodes on both the outgoing and return envelope.
we have the technology.
And that's it. Those are the two things. If a state refuses, USPS will not deliver those ballots. A frickin' man, bro.
And yes, USPS.
This is
federal
huge.
Worker.
Right.
Not some person in a minivan showing up in the middle of the night with loads and loads of ballots, shoving them through the boxes and going, taking them who knows where.
Yeah. So now they can stuff as many ballots that they want. If they didn't go through the super duper process, then they got to be on the voter rolls too. List of every voter getting a ballot. So you can still fraud within this system. It doesn't totally fix it, but this will help a lot. That is a big win, I believe, man.
Easier to actually be able to show it, track it. Because right now, it's illegal. Illegal. They won't even, if you, that's just wild if you try to show your ID in what was it, California or New York, get arrested.
Yeah, that's insanity. And it's like pure insanity.
Straight to jail.
Yeah, that's absolutely bonkers. This guy's saying that his post is a little bit misleading as it takes requirements from a separate postal service final rule, attributes them directly to today's Supreme Court ruling. So I don't know if this guy's just a hater or adding real context. Trump's reversing all my policies, Obama. Democrats are reversing all of mine. Jesus Christ.
Yep.
That about sums it up right there.
And I can't believe there's still people that think Obama was just he was just the greatest, nicest president. And then all you have to ask them about is Burisma. They go, huh? What's that? Yeah, that's what I thought. You don't even know the tip of the iceberg. Get back in your seat, watch the show, and share it out.
Amen.
Get some awareness.
Yep. Make sure to share the show out to somebody this week, folks. If you know right now who to share it to, just hit the little share button. It's on the Rumbles. It's on the YouTube. Hit the share. Send it on over to somebody in the DMs. Or if you're not a scaredy cat, share it on your main Facebook feed. But if you share the show out, man, you can help us grow the awareness pool, man. And with awareness, people find the realization, folks. So share this out to the friends, the fam, or the coworker person that might be interested in hearing some opium facts.
Opium.
The next one, that was a bad lead intro.
Like it could be
bad segue.
No, one of the mainstream drugs that you see on TV.
I know, right?
Opium, just like
I gotta have Grok with a commercial real quick.
Those medications that Shane Gillis had on Saturday night.
Those are good.
Couple of beers.
Yeah.
And then what was it? Just a bump or something.
Right. Yeah. The new one, just a bump. Everything's great.
Yeah. When you might have had just a couple too many beers. Just a bump.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shane Gillis needs to be in the all-time. Do they have a Hall of Fame for comedians?
No, I don't think it's like an official thing. It's just some like internet, internet Hall of Fame. Unfortunately, this one I have no hopium for right now currently, other than
no hopium.
It technically helps crime go down, maybe, but the flock hammer thing, bro, just keeps getting more buzz and more buzz and more buzz and more buzz.
Oh.
My girl's tripping about it now.
Have you seen Jimmy?
She's sending me pictures of where the flock cameras are located. What's Jimmy?
Jimmy in Florida. I think I forgot to share it. There's this like video that's been going viral. This woman's just like videotaping down in Florida. This gator, like there's this dead animal. I don't know if it like killed it earlier and they didn't want to show the violent part or whatnot. But there's just this like kind of like animal, obviously not doing well in the water. Gator's right by it. And this like woman's recording it and the gator's starting to just nom on a little bit. And then all of a sudden you like hear this guy and like people are like, how was that?
On the person?
Yeah, no. Here, yeah.
We don't got a good silver sidetrack,
I'm
but
gonna find a video and share.
Yeah.
There's just this guy that has a flock camera in his arm walking by. They're videotaping some Florida crap, gator eating something. And all of a sudden it's like, oh, what's this? And so she's like, oh, I gotta get it. And then it's like, hey, like Jimmy something or other, keeping, protecting your freedoms. These are bad,
like just like responded chill.
Yeah, like the face right on camera, just no.
Taking down camera, bro. No big deal.
Yeah. Post me up that this is what freedom looks like. Keeping it, it just some Florida stuff, right?
That's amazing. Like Florida on top of Florida, right?
Yeah. The flock,
like OG regular Florida, and then like upgraded techie Florida, like.
He looks basically like he would have came out the bayou. He's got the whole fit on. Like you look like you're from Florida swamp.
Nice.
Yeah, you definitely would be doing
from the Glades. But our good friend of the show, Mr. Tyler Oliveira, the YouTube documentary type kid, kind of like a Nika Shirley, right? This dude's got some bangers out there. If you're not familiar, definitely go and follow Mr. Tyler Oliveira. It's like Oliveira, so it's like Oliveira, but EIRA. But this is his newest drop, just kind of doing his little investigative reporting on flock cameras and stuff. Nothing too banger. I made it about like halfway through it so far to highlight. But if you're into this kind of stuff, and if you've seen any of Tyler's stuff, they're interesting documentaries anyway. Just wanted to put it on your radar for this week to check out and give him the views. He's doing some good investigative YouTube journalism work sometimes. But check this one out on the flock cameras, man. Very interesting. And then his first smartass thing to do, so I didn't see how the outcome was, it might be interesting, is he paid a private investigator to follow around the CEO of flock cameras. let's see how the CEO likes being spied on. You know, like, I get it.
Yeah, that dance around some dangerous harassment territory.
I don't know why, but I'm not as agitated by these flock cameras yet. Like, we've had cameras everywhere. There's no way to get around it. We're gonna want cameras everywhere. Like, we're gonna want that, bro. You're just gonna catch more bad guys. Now, are we all gonna be on video? Yes. Are we not gonna be able to speed 5 miles over the speed limit? Eventually. But in general, I'm super torn, bro.
I hate to say it, but at the same time, it's a little like there is some cases that have been won on the like civilian side on how like our public spaces, you know, supposed to be
correct.
Like now, like
remember the one I said last week, bro? The guy was in a phone booth,
Yeah.
and then they ruled in his favor because the FBI put a sound thing on the outside,
Yeah.
but he was reasonable expectation of privacy because he was in a phone booth,
Yeah.
even though it was public.
Yeah. So if you're out and about in public, breaking the law, I mean, it says stop breaking the law, asshole.
Right. No more doing illegal things down the road, you know, like, darn,
Crap.
you gotta do it before or after, shoot.
Actually catching me, dude. I thought I just had to get away from the parents to be able to do that.
Right.
Now the government's cracking down.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You got Big Daddy government watching, eye in the sky, man.
You know, like, doesn't really, like, is that what it is to be American?
But it's also the difference between a civilized society and an uncivilized society.
Yeah, it's like
more
doing what you
security
want and doing stuff in the safety of others.
Yeah.
That's the problem. We just got more densely populated, which why Bill Gates' ideas one aren't the worst, because then you could slack on these ideas because there wouldn't be so many buffoons getting in the way of and endangering themselves unknowingly, possibly, in all the different situations of life that we have.
But I feel like
that's what it
we should just
comes
export
down
those
to.
people.
Really, most all of our laws are just like what? Protect or like keep people from accidentally harming themselves. That's really what it is.
Right.
Why? That's what has always been the question. It's like, I mean,
why do you want to try and help other people not harm themselves?
Like, it's like the number one most important thing. It's not even like about advancing society or getting smarter as a civilization. It's just like I almost feel like we have more effort on having to keep ourselves from putting ourselves into the ground accidentally instead of actually being able to rest, like actually knowing how the pyramids really were built. I think that's part of the regression.
I mean, I feel that. That's for sure,
In
bro.
all other directions. If we don't worry about it, it won't become a thing.
Right.
If that keeps becoming a thing, let those ones. That's the Darwinism. That's the lemmings in the group. You know, if they want to, like, because they think gravity isn't a thing, they'll learn. You know. And then it goes in the next DNA strand.
I know.
Not there. And
tricky,
so
bro.
The next one's already, you know, it's pre-programmed.
I believe in the, like, you know, greater fool theory, and I believe in
we want
the great succeeds, but
even the dumb cute things, like we want to kind of be around or whatever. But you know, Darwinism is just going to do its thing eventually.
So, do you want me to answer that question for you a little bit more deep-statedly?
If we were focused on fixing all these other problems instead of keeping all the things that are just eventually going to take something or what you do anyways.
You got to remember, though.
There's a camera doing there.
Yeah, because you keep slapping the table, bro. But you got to remember, if we don't have those dummies, who's going to do the work? So you got to help the dummies not hurt themselves so they exist down there.
Listening, because you know what's coming on real quick? Your replacement.
Yeah.
Humanoid AI bot.
It's done, bro.
C-3PO.
It's done.
Y'all got it. And see, that's also part of Darwinism.
They had the first car roll off.
You're going to get just out technology. Then you get Darwin that way.
They had the first.
You're a useless thing in the system of advancement, which it sucks to say.
They had the first car roll off the floor that was put together 100% by humanoid robots, like with hands putting thingies together. That had to be more like hands putting together thingy or something.
Yeah, so Man, the whole brain on what we have been focusing on is being important is just all gonna get thrown upside down.
Some people
Most all people.
doing shit with your hands, right?
Even Elon Musk.
Well,
He's definitely another.
he specializes in coming up with ideas.
He knows he just knows that the brain's gonna have to switch total gears at one point.
Bro,
because we will be able to leave all
what?
those things that our brain used to have to think about in the past.
Correct. What if
That way we can actually just
the high thinker people are the ones who end up taking over? Because now we have the thoughts and the creativity that the robot doesn't.
Well, we finally gave the resources to those people because those were the key people to make this happen. Why?
Excellent.
Because they're late. What do lazy people do? Find an easiest pathway
Yeah.
to that.
Yeah,
That is-
path of least resistance or some
Yes,
shit, right?
So they
That's hot
done
in here,
figured
man.
it out. We gave them resources to be able to actually create what they wanted, and it has become a thing.
Right.
Or it is becoming still and evolving as a thing
Right.
to where pure laziness can be engaged. Now, what we need to do is not turn into Wally, where we're just a bunch of fatties hovering around on couches because we just don't exercise anymore.
All right, you got to stop. You gave me the great segue. Do you know what's not changing all the time? Bernie Sanders' beliefs on how close we are to the oligarchy.
Oh, I thought
We're so close to the oligarchy. There's coming an oligarchy. What's happening right now is America is becoming an oligarchy.
it's the billionaires.
So I have a montage of you. In case anybody's listening that doesn't know, it used to be the millionaires. But then I became a millionaire. So now it's the billionaire to the problem. So
I realized $1 million is just how much you need to make it by, and that's actually all right. It's really just the billionaire. Next part of my evolution is I will become a billionaire and then realize it's the trillionaire.
billionaires that are
He's the one, Elon Musk. He's just
There's only one of them.
totally the Antichrist and all these other things.
We can focus all of our anger at one man. It's really simple for the idiots, okay? So first off,
Most moves.
nothing's new under the sun. Oh boy, oligarchy for like 30 years, bro. And then 2, he says the same thing. And then 3, the realization, Dan. What's the realization here of him saying for 35 years that the oligarchy's coming? Maybe it's not. I don't know.
35 years.
Listen to this,
You know
dummy.
what? This is also one more point why you should not listen to this guy.
Or grains of salt. He says good things, but you know,
He's been in politics for 35 years.
the minimum.
He's only a tens or whatever's of millions.
But he's a millionaire now.
And Obama, just in his presidency alone, probably made more money in millions than this guy did. So I mean, he's
Well, Dan, what do you understand? I'm a socialist, okay?
more like Bernie. I feel like you hiding some money
Oh boy.
somewhere. I feel like you got a lot of money.
boy.
Really talking about
Yeah, it's probably
where's it at?
tucked behind his coin purse. Let's listen to this in his own words.
Ain't
This
money.
great country of ours is moving very rapidly in the direction of oligarchy. The United States of America today
This starts off at 1993, by the way, folks.
Just the sound of his voice saying oligarch.
I know, right? I know, right?
is increasingly becoming an oligarchy. More and more moving toward an oligarchy. We are
Is he from where is he from?
Yeah, bro. 100%, right?
moving in the direction of oligarchy. We will move even more rapidly in the direction of an oligarchy. This great country is evolving into an oligarchic society. It is called oligarchy, and that is the system we are rapidly moving toward. This is a budget that moves our country rapidly into the direction of oligarchy. A handful of billionaires are moving this entire planet toward an oligarchic society.
Start off with the bad news, which is pretty bad, and that is that under Donald Trump, this country is hurtling rapidly to an oligarchy
Oh, crap. It's Donald Trump's fault.
Has he not said it in 26 yet? I bet he said it in 26.
This is probably an old one. Someone just hasn't refreshed it, right? Yeah. Or actually, what happened is in 2026, oh shit, doesn't look like we're going towards the oligarchy so much. Maybe I'll hold off this year on the oligarchy bit. Or we haven't hit midterms yet. Wait, I'll get out there for midterms and then I'll remind everybody about the oligarchy.
His billionaire friends are currently making some moves, so he doesn't want to ruin those moves once that happens.
He made new
And
friends.
his guy tells him the poly market's good. That's time for him to drop the oligarchy.
Yeah, there's a bet on Polymarket, and he's betting against mentioning oligarchy, so he's holding it back.
I have a really good feeling that is a bet on Polymarket. I imagine.
It's a very possible. Okay, we got the Tyson food bit coming up here. So we got one from Mr. Dinosaur.
Okay, if there isn't one, we are making this bet. You
Make a note. Make a note.
on TrutherCast. This is not financial advice or anything, but you might get this might be like Bitcoin before. That could be a real good one. If nobody's got one, if Bernie is gonna say oligarchy before the end of 26.
Wait, we got to use Kalshi. Polymarket's
that's what
international.
Yeah.
We got to use Kalshi.
Oh, yeah.
Got to use Kalshi.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's the American one. So if you haven't heard, I don't know if you're an Illinoisan, it matters more if you're an Illinoisan, because that's going to, so it's going to rise food prices perhaps a little bit, but also ice a whole bunch of jobs, right? So here's Dan's version. Did I mute it? I did mute it. And then we switch over to here.
Hopefully we remember. That'd be awkward.
No, I haven't been muting this episode, so I haven't had the opportunity to screw that up, I don't think. All right, here's Dan's.
How does a company that's worth over $20 billion close one of its locations quite literally overnight? Well, that's exactly the question that those in the cattle industry are asking about the nation's second largest beef processing company, Tyson Foods. On April 13, 2026, Tyson informed their 2,500 plus employees at the Joslin, Illinois beef plant that they're out of a job. Not in a month, not in a couple of weeks, that very day. This location was originally founded by the Iowa beef processors and has been in operation since 1983. Anyway, they process about 3,000 head of cattle every single day. And while workers will be compensated for the next 60 days, it still leaves the question, why overnight? Tyson announced at their shareholders meeting that they've lost an estimated $650 million in their largest segment, beef. And while they published the Joslin plant will be shutting down immediately, they're also shutting down 2 other locations. If you look at the cattle industry, back in 22, we hit major liquidation numbers because we had a multi-year mega drought affecting cattle producers across the nation. And what you've probably heard left us in a 75-year drought. This shows in the financials as packer margins first turned negative in September 24. And by October 2025, they were losing $126 a head. Overall beef margins dropped 269% from 2025 compared to 23. And if you look at Tyson's public financial reports, their 2025 fiscal year, they lost over $1.13 billion in the beef industry alone. Now, this does not mean that Tyson came out in the red. Tyson is the largest multi-species protein processing company in the United States. That means they have a diverse portfolio, and that diversification left them in the black and even gave their executives a pretty handsome bonus. But it does explain why they're shutting down beef plants that are operating anywhere from 10 to 15% reduced processing capacity. But what does this mean for producers? Well, those in the Midwest are probably the ones most affected. The nearest facility is now 160 miles away, but really it's the lack of warning. The plant closure abruptness has left cattle feeders basically screaming to figure out logistics of where cattle are gonna go. And just like when Lexington plant closed, live cattle and feeder cattle futures fell while pushing box beef prices higher. There are a couple theories out there. Some like to say that Tyson's getting out of the beef industry. That's their largest segment. I doubt it. And I also heard that some people are saying that this is a way to buy time to fix their facilities so they can process cattle that are bigger frames and be more efficient. While none of those theories are proven, it still is all speculation, but it does leave the question of what's gonna come next. But what do you think?
Hey, wave to the camera. 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 Hey, wave to the camera. Wave. 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 Oh. Wave to the camera. Hey, you can't do
They stopped it. Every public school in America is now on notice that if they tell a child that they're trapped in the wrong body, they are committing child abuse. And as we remove the far-left extremism from the classroom, we're taking historic action to ensure that every child in America has access to a first-class education. They stopped it. Every public school in America is now on.
Yep. And you're not allowed to tell them they're trapped in the wrong body.
I mean,
We're healing, folks. We're healing.
you know, I feel like it's a little bit 50-50 because free speech and whatnot, but, you know, you just push too far. What else are we supposed to do? Because it used to be you smack somebody, you punch somebody or something like that. You know, men would fight it out like men would have to.
Or go to a duel like John Adams.
Yeah,
Just get shot in the chest and go be a president one day, bruh.
yeah, yeah. Tough it out. Just tough it out. That bullets in the chest. It's fine.
Hey, here's another one for your particular detailed brain, though. Are you ready for this? You said, yeah, I don't know about free speech, you know. What's free speech say in the Constitution? It doesn't say you're allowed to say things. It says the government's not allowed to infringe on you saying things.
Yeah.
So a lot of people try and use free speech like, that means we can say whatever we want.
Yeah.
Well, not exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. You can, but there may or may not be consequences. So
I punch in the
you
face.
should use your brain to think of the 15 possible things that might happen next after said consequences. Because a lot of people that can think that far ahead end up being pretty successful and they don't get into trouble, or it's almost like they kind of think things through before they just do something, like a lemming would.
Right.
Like, I'm just gonna walk off this edge that I can't see the bottom and I'll figure it out after. Well, you might not really have much time to figure that out before you hit the bottom that might be 100 foot down, and then you just don't exist anymore. Which is fortunately why we have made these laws, because some people just can't figure it out.
I know, right? Gotta aid them a little bit. Did you hear the...
We're all in this together, but man, y'all are heavy sometimes to drag with.
Did you hear the recent
Come on, man, don't drag your feet. Try to help row the boat. We all gotta row this boat.
Yeah, no joke.
Put it
Right?
number 2.
Did you hear the recent WNBA crackdown on free speech? Speaking of free speech,
No, I did not hear the update. Yeah, you're probably asleep, Steezy, definitely, but yeah, Steezy sent me. Well, actually, no, he didn't send me.
his favorite objects were thrown back out onto the court.
I didn't even know. No, he the what's her
The green dildo showed back
that-
up again.
The one black chick that is always barking against
the
Caitlyn
angry
not
one.
being good. Yeah, that's always acting a ratchet.
Yeah.
How she's like, y'all watch because of me, and then it was spliced into all the clips of her airball.
Yup, I seen that. Yeah,
it's just like
yeah. No, that's not. Yeah,
another one that just yaps.
Yeah. So they kicked out this guy named Ennis Freedom. He might also have been a basketball player. He's like 6'10" or some shit, like something wacko huge, right? So this guy went to a WNBA game and he just had on his shirt, woman, noun, a adult female woman. And they literally kicked him out, bro. It was a big scene. They all talked about it, da-da-da-da-da. And you guessed it, the ratchet girl came up and was screaming,
We will make America great again. We will make America great again.
all right, cool. It's like 11 o'clock. And she was screaming at him, man, yelling oh, you're just trying to support, what's her face? Caitlyn, and oh, she ain't gonna screw you, man. Like blah blah blah, trying to come at him and stuff.
I bet she called him a racist.
Yeah, the commentators might have carried that weight for her, right?
All right, let's see here. What brought me to Kalshi? Wait, what? A podcast. Yes, come along live while we will do very interesting things. Like I have found out there are some bets on things Bernie will say before in his tour during speeches.
Oh, hell no. YouTube just decided to kill the feed.
Ha! Lame. Why?
Oh, hecky no, YouTube. We're going to see if we can force it. I'm going to make another one.
What's this thing?
It just borked out and said, "That stream's over." Not quite, YouTube.
Rumble, you got some things that need fixing, but you didn't just drop us. You didn't just drop the stream like that.
Yeah,
Potato. So
it's tripping. I think we're still coming in on Rumble, right? All right, next one up. If you were not aware, it wasn't, the craziest thing to watch, but if you're into cars, the Great American 250 Washington, D.C. Grand Prix was this weekend, man. Woo. And Jeff Gordon blasted in front of the U.S. Capitol, started from the back of the pack, clawed his way to the front, and won? No, Jeff Gordon did not win. It was this other dude. Kyle Kirkwood. What does this say? I think this is incorrect. I think Jeff Gordon was just out there driving around. I don't know if he was racing.
I'm gonna say that doesn't.
That says he's first right here. Maybe this is a different day.
I was gonna say that's not like yeah, I didn't see anything of it. I didn't know which. I thought it was gonna be like an Indy Grand Prix or something.
So that is maybe the last day because there were qualifiers and other races. So maybe he won another race.
That's like a late model because he's got a Trans Am.
You wait for it. I got them all leading up to it and everything. All right, so here first we get a view of the racetrack. There we are.
There, the Capitol, there, Pennsylvania Avenue. We have a green light, and Indy cars make their way onto track for the Freedom 250.
The tough part is, guys, when we first got up into the booth and at the scheduled start time, it was sort of that perfect amount of rain on the racetrack and moisture on the racetrack where you for sure needed wets, but we weren't going to have to worry about standing water or too much spray. Now, as the sun comes out and it's been drying as we've seen, you can see there's kind of dry patches up here. It's starting to dry out. It's now almost too dry for a full wet tire.
At the track, folks, but first you got to get things started with airplane flyovers, bro. Look at that, bro. Bro. Something about airplane flyovers, bro. And then, dude, another thing you don't appreciate if you're young or just out of the loop. I have no idea how difficult it is to fly next to each other like that. Apparently, it's like out of control, crazy, scary, difficult. It's not like just like walking park. Like
most people, if they ride with you or just you're in the car with them and they're like going next to a semi on the highway and they're just white knuckling, or they're like, I got speed gas. It's like being next to that semi.
Yeah.
Like exact.
Yeah, that's a good analogy, bro.
You're that close, if not sometimes closer, in a 1,000 times more expensive vehicle and 1,000 more times possibility of death.
And 1,000 times more farther away from the ground.
Yeah. Just like it's
Like all of those thingies are 1,000 times scarier.
So
like
that is why when you meet somebody in the service, you thank them.
Yeah. Especially if they was a freaking fighter pilot, bro. That's crazy. You ever met anyone that's flown the bomber?
Not the. I don't know. If,
that'd be epic, right?
I actually used to help a guy. Sean, yeah, you know the guy. you watch it, you need to get back into that live chat. Well, we need to be a little earlier, but you know.
Drop us a comment on the playback.
I'm talking about. There's a cool gardener guy. You'd never think he was up there pulling cheese.
That's awesome.
But yeah, he's a cool guy, and flying, sure, it'll be dope.
This guy gave like a banger, Star Spangled Banner, I guess, too.
And the home of the
Amen. I'll put my USA hat on for this one.
Yeah. So,
God bless. God bless.
Even though I swear this thing either really nuked in the dryer, or I somehow grown.
You know
I
what's
swear I went to the Schmedium school between the.
all of my stuff's like that, bro. This one's like medium too.
It used to be.
They just shrink over time, I think, bro. Like
yeah, apparently the new dryer.
my girl tell me I'm fatter, but I'm like, look, chick, I've had this shirt for like 5, 7, 10 years. Like it's gotta become smaller. Like.
I think it's actually just the weave and everything, like with that, really what it comes down to. But polyester is a nice thing.
With bad frequency?
No, microplastics.
And it gives you a bad frequency, allegedly, like touching your skin and blah, blah, blah. Like
hemp and cotton and wool are the only things with it good.
I watched a documentary on wool and it blew my mind. I cannot believe that we went away from that technology.
One, also eating so many sheep. Screw having goats, have sheep.
Yeah.
Way cuter.
What's better than one flyover, Dan?
Eh.
Several flyovers.
Yeah.
And what's better than a flyover with one bomber in it?
2,
3?
3.
Bro, they had a B-1, a B-2, and a B-52.
And they just had the I forget what it's called.
That's the special chopper with the 2 upwards ones.
They had the
I don't know what the hell that's called.
plane that in Call of Duty you can go between the 3 cannons. 3 guns, the cannon,
I'm not
the
familiar.
semi-sized machine gun, and the Gatling gun.
Neat.
It's a C. It starts with like a C, but it's actually not that.
Chopper.
No. When you hear, you're like, yeah,
Cantaloupe. Damn it, that's not it. They had 7 different flyovers, bro. That's banger. But yeah, you could cry about like how much money was blown on that or something. But
AC-130.
oh, the C-130.
Yeah.
You mean like a C-130, right? Not AC. Right? Like just double checking.
The actual thing is AC-130.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, but that is in the game. There is like an AC.
I thought it was just called a C-130.
But in real life, yeah, it's different.
Oh.
That's what I'm getting at.
I see what
in
you're
the
saying.
game, it's the AC-130.
Gotcha.
Real life.
I think it's a C-130 because that sounds familiar.
I can't remember if there is only a C-130 or if there is because there's like several.
That sounds familiar.
There's like several different, special purpose, but basically the same thing.
Bet. Next up, here is the lap of honor with Mr. President Trump in the Beast. So he did the full lap in the Beast. That's cool. We showed you like the, marketing Cadillac explosion video that turned into an Indy car last week. So that's fun. And then we've got liberal make fun of Trump juice here, but we just think it's awesome. We just think it's like kind of cute and endearing.
Apparently it is quick back Lockheed AC-130 apparently is.
That is just the thing, huh?
Maybe
I've always thought people were saying a C-130, and then my brain was like, it's called a C-130, not it's called a C-130.
And this is why English is still very hard, and you just need to, and communication's key, you gotta say more, because every day it's like you just see the miscommunication, which is like, it's not said.
I just don't think you should ever name a proper noun something that starts with A. Problem solved.
It's an angle.
That's one way, yeah. So, okay. You gotta watch this, bro. He looks really geeked out, like having fun, bro. Here's the big thing. Okay, cool. Damn, bro, we right in front of like the White House, bro, and the like National Monument. All right, cool. Here's the Indy cars. All right, who's gonna wave the green flag to get the race started? Wait for it. People like, I don't know how to look like this.
I don't know how this thing's really wet. I'm gonna do this.
Are you like, is it like waving like?
And normally it's kind of like, yeah.
Yeah, like,
Honestly, he should have.
Well, he's in a suit. You know, you can't get as much arm raise in a suit. You know, usually it's a little bit tighter. You know, like
Yeah, depending on the tailor and the fabric.
You know.
Yeah. Also, he's very old.
Bro, they're driving on the literal streets of DC. How cool is that?
Oh yeah, no, like I have walked through there.
So like one of the roads like had a burnout or something, and it's like, yeah, the tire marks from the race is still on like 11th and 20th or whatever, you know, like.
I bet there's still residual smells of race field.
Right.
Where's Tim the Tool Man? Taylor, when you need him.
Need more power. More power. Oh, is this a double? Race has started.
That's my favorite. There is an AA for guys like me now. I realize they actually, some car media group made a spoof of one where this guy's like in an AA meeting and this guy's like, like, yeah, my name's this and that. Gets in like, yeah, I'm here because I'm addicted to horsepower. I just need more. The guy's like, how much power is enough? More. Just always more. All the other guys trying to laugh. Just like, there is a spot for my addiction. Yes.
And then all the guys said, wait, I'm here for two things. Crap.
Yeah. That drugs you thought wasn't expensive. Hobby. Horsepower is even more expensive.
God bless. That's why I never got in a car. It's like a ding dong. Next up, how gangster is this statue, bro?
Absolutely gangster. So gangster that I have a feeling liberals want to tear it down.
Yeah, no. And here's the men that made it. They posted here. It's pretty cool, man. They said, very honored to have built the bronze statue of George Washington for the Freedom 250 Grand Prix.
It's really weird because, like, the attire and everything basically looks like it could have been, like, if you black and whited that,
right,
that could have been, like,
some shit they did back in the day.
Like, photo.
Yeah, they look like some regular dudes, right?
Like it looks like it all be like he's got the suspenders on and,
Okay, now, I didn't see this coming, Dan, but you just let us into the joke. Do you know why it looks like that, Dan? They're not in America. Or they're not American. I don't know if this is in America, but they're not American. What are they? Where is this company based that made these statues?
Same place where we got our liberty.
Damn! Good, man. That was good guess. This is a France company.
I mean, we had to keep it true. Because I bet Trump made that call and he's like, I feel
what would be even cooler?
Great lady of freedom. We might as well call them back, right?
I just wanted to know if you guys were interested in making a really awesome 6-suite statue of George Washington.
No pressure. It's more like I called you because you made something so great. And if you don't do at least that good again, you will look like fools. So no pressure. I'm just guaranteeing I get something good. Have fun, bye.
Gotta go. See ya.
Gotta get 18 holes in for the other day.
So isn't it wild how like sceneries change everything, bro? This is a cool photo and it tells you the story of the makers of it, okay? Now let's see what awesome photo we get from Dan Scavino, the head of the social media team for Trump, right? Of the statue in the destination place.
They can make great statues. They cannot make movies.
Yeah. But it's really
make good food.
It's neat right here with the the cars flying by And so that's where it was.
Oh, heck yeah.
That's pretty cool, dude.
It's that way.
Right. Right.
Go, my soldiers.
It definitely would have been a screw up if he was pointing the wrong direction, right? Do you think they were going to put it on the other side and then they were like, guys, that's just gonna, sorry, it's gonna break my OCD for the rest of the race. Like, we're gonna have to move this to the other side, but
it just makes no sense. Who made this call? They are fired.
So American Kyle Kirkwood has won the first ever Freedom 250 Grand Prix in Washington, D.C. This has been the most patriotic event of all time. It's even more special. An American has taken home the victory. And he was not the favorite. It was somebody else, not American, who was the favorite, but he ended up winning. I can't believe they really did this. They just turned the roads into a raceway? You could never do this in Illinois.
We actually probably have some roads that would make great sense for it, and then we could actually probably bring some serious entertainment and profitability around here, because you know what?
Yeah, but it'd have to be like the pothole rally and be over here in Illinois, like
in the middle of.
And you gotta do like the Baja trucks or something, bro. Like
that'd be good to know. Rallycross is where it'd be.
Yeah.
The rallies here, like Europe, is so popular. But not like over in Spain and France, they take their main streets and they have them closed off several times a year for F1 races.
But that's because they just don't have a lot of space, Dan. There's not a lot of empty real estate to be making awesome, amazing arenas like we do in America.
Yeah.
But it's neat. But Trump just didn't think it was the coolest thing.
Unfortunately, that's hard to argue because most all of the actual tracks, the iconic tracks in the world, are in Europe.
Oh shit, man! Actually,
actual tracks that are there all the time are also there.
Well, not only after this first very successful American 250 Grand Prix, am I putting in a deal where I'm trying to get it locked in for the next 5 years that we have subsequent Grand Prix out here, but also, Dan, I'm going to get working on a more iconic raceway. Please just hold on to that one.
Ooh, yeah.
But he is actually trying to work a deal to get this locked in for 5 years. It sounds fun to me, bro.
All right.
Cool thing to get people riled up. Yay. That's super cool, bro.
Yeah. More
Freedom 250.
Prove as profitable.
Yeah.
Man.
Now, is it money profitable or American morale profitable? Difficulty of running a government?
I would say you just got to move it a little further down the schedule, Trump, to like the very beginning of November or around like Halloween.
It was the first one.
Totally
it was
not
the first one.
for personal reasons because I'm normally in DC.
No, I think so
now we can make our yearly vacation a week.
Nice.
Get to see this and the drag racing.
That'd be cool, man. That'd be cool.
Not for personal reasons, I'd want it that day. But I think also that would sell a lot more tickets guaranteed because all them people are out there for that. So, let's golf sometime, Trump. Yeah, we can talk business.
So you watch a lot more racing than I do.
I'm totally not advocating for my golf.
I'm going to need you. Yeah, that's like free advertisements and shit. If you haven't clicked the join button down below yet, dude, join the locals. You can get into the Primo squad, and that will help keep the lights on. I'm actually going to use the money to buy microphones after we stop this podcast tonight, probably. But I'm going to tell Dan that the money's going to go towards him golfing. That's our little secret. All right. So
I didn't hear any.
So you watch more racing, so you're gonna have to rate this for me, dog. But this is up there, like probably #1 most badass I wanna race photo I've ever maybe seen.
Oh man, that's pretty dope. Even the bird does the
Bruh. We got the Capitol building. Isn't that the Capitol building?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
We've got the dude in his race gear still, and then we got what's it called when you're a bird person? The fancy word for bird handler, holding up an American eagle, squawking. Please insert bald eagle screech here.
I forget what if they have a other specific.
I guarantee you there's a name. There's a name for everything, bro. We got a podiatrist. You're going to definitely have a something bird handler, just like. And we wait for Dan AI to compute that question. I don't know. That's got to be the most badass I want to race photo I've ever seen, bro. That's gangster. Poor bird got a broken wing. Oh, maybe they clipped the wing so he couldn't fly. And many other cool, memorable moments were made for people here at this America 250 Freedom 250 IndyCar race. This Australian driver said it was super surreal to be standing and talking to the American president and his first lady.
Group that had the photo with the president, just what is it? I guess kind of like to
Nuh-uh. Interesting.
do that and then have to go race
Yeah.
right
Can you
away.
hear what he says?
That was, yeah, it's really something.
Okay.
You know, you see the Secret Service, you see the cars pull up. For me, being from a small town in Australia, to end up standing and talking to an American president is surreal. You know, it's something I would never have dreamed of. So, you know, it was just, yeah, incredible to stand there, talk to the president and the first lady, then jump in a race car and race in Washington, D.C. So, yeah, it's not, yeah, maybe it'll get in the Toowoomba Chronicle. They might put it in. Picture of me shaking him, President Trump's hand. I mean, it's pretty crazy. Yeah.
And you were part of that group that had the photo with the president.
Cool,
just
man. We got moments being made
is
for
it? It's
everybody,
kinda like
man.
to do
That's
that and then have
awesome. Just a regular
go
dude
race.
from a small town out in Australia, and now he over here shaking President Trump's hand. God bless, bro. That's cool. CNN failed to find one person on the ground that didn't like the 250 Freedom IndyCar race. Looked like a real success. Everybody we talked to seemingly had a great time. They were sniffing, bro. They were sniffing out there for somebody to say something they could try to rile up. And
Come on, don't you guys hate Trump? Not everybody here is gonna like him. They're totally you're getting paid to get here, right? Yeah, you're just getting paid, right? No, that's just our people that pay people to show up at these events. Oh man.
I have a microphone on my headset, but I'm gonna hold this one in your face. It's got the muff on it. It'll sound good in the wind.
Fuzzies for wind.
You know,
Oh man, that's too
Soroko's
funny,
online.
bro. They couldn't find one person to like poo on it while they were there. That's amazing. Democrats having a horrible day. That is how you end up volunteering for a community. Oh yeah. So if you're arguing with anybody over this about how much money it costs, because like that's something I was thinking earlier, right? Like, man, I don't know if like we blew a bunch of money on this, right? So Adam Schiff apparently didn't bother checking who actually paid for the race before blaming Trump for more taxpayer money spent, right?
That sounds about right.
Penske paid for vast majority of the Freedom 250 costs.
I was gonna say this would be just like free advertising for whatever, so people are just gonna show up and race.
Yeah.
Basically, I wonder how you could shut it down, and then they would, if you give those who basically just a place where they don't have necessarily, well, if they got to pay was minimal compared to a regular place or something, for basically free advertising.
Yep. And then
you just get to practice your racing and whatnot. Yeah.
And then private sponsors covered more. Penske says it took no federal money to produce the race at all. Wow. So like you were like, oh, you got to make sure it's profitable. Dan, let me tell you something about sponsors. They're great.
More like businessman Trump knows how to make money.
Look, Dan, we don't need to necessarily be profitable as long as we break even, because we got a sponsor on board and they'll just cover everything. It'll be a great time.
Yeah. You know people, your friends.
Right, bro.
Got some big companies.
Yeah.
And stuff. Yeah, it's good for us People are like, oh, he's probably making money on it. Let us remind you again, one of the few presidents who went down in net worth since he has joined the presidency.
I wonder if he went back up, because I believe that's only true the first term. The second term, he making money now.
Right.
But
but he still lost.
But he was like,
a billion.
I think it was 3. He was like $6 billion value before the first term, 2016, and it went down to $3 billion, bro.
Probably.
Yeah.
With how much Tardish's name made people think a certain way, so then a whole lot less money came in.
So Adam Schiff is so dumb and TDS deranged, bro, that he must have just seen Trump's name and started typing. Didn't even think to like check on anything at all, bro.
Dingus.
Yeah. Oh, while you struggle with the cost of gas. This is Adam Schiff. While you struggle with the cost of gas, Trump offers you the spectacle of an IndyCar race, hoping you will not notice more taxpayer money spent on his self-aggrandizing distractions.
Yeah. They're just
way to try and sound smart and then just be a complete moron, bro. Like, eat dirt, man.
Again, it's just they're great headliners.
Yeah.
And then the body of the actual research article is crap.
And then all of his followers will just believe that.
Read the headline.
Yep. 100%, bro.
Or they read the headlines in his big article of crap and nothing else against the matter. They just are on that full. It's gotta be true. I believe this guy.
And to wrap up,
I don't even know him, but I just seem to like things about him. He's got slick silver fox hair, and he talks really nice. And I heard nothing.
He's on the TV. He must be smart.
About him cheating on his wife out there in California.
And to wrap up the segment, Dan, I have one last fantastically amazing aspect of the Freedom 250 American IndyCar race in Washington, D.C.
Did he give electrolytes?
Our good friends of the show, Steak and Shake, were there, bro.
Oh, heck yeah. Woo! Dude, they
genius, bro.
As much of that free extra Patriot advertising they can get. Heck yeah.
Why would you not lean into it?
Yeah.
Look, they even got a black guy on the team.
Before I got in here, like, dang, I didn't get that 1776 meal deal thing.
Yeah, shoot.
I ironically still had smash burgers. They're more like smashed Frisco melts minus onions, but still I was thinking of steak and shake.
Dan sidetrack.
Now I'm hungry for more.
Isn't it neat that Steak and Shake was at the American 250? Yeah, you do it onions, and then I order it with and I didn't get the deal, and then like, you got a lot of I statements over there, Dan.
Welcome to Dan is just hungry.
I haven't talked about myself in a while, so I missed the deal that they had. Oh my God.
I mean, I figure I'd fill you in.
Just in case anyone needs to know, I like the onions on this Fresco mount. Yes.
If you've been watching the last few weeks, you basically could have a whole tangent of my Steak and Shake life.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could put a Dan Steak and Shake montage.
There's been a weekly Steak and Shake update.
Yes, that's why I wanted to make sure we got this in there, bro. Yes, our new friends of the show, bro. We gotta get sponsored by our local Steak and Shake, dog.
Oh heck yeah! One free meal a day, man.
Ooh, that's employment.
It's a month.
That's employment. Man. Yeah, might be a month. Might be one a month.
Gotta be something.
Okay, I'll switch out hats now. We're off the hardcore America 250. Wait, what happened? Where'd the tab go? Where'd the window go?
Sorry.
Oh, did I accidentally delete the window? Does the window work when I do this? No, it's broken. Now we do this, and then we do that, and then it's fixed again. All right, excellent. Alrighty, we got another Dano post here. Dano, you want to read this one for us?
At least Bill isn't blind to what they are literally telling you. The part that the DSA is the cover term for them being communist. There's going to be a Bill Mayer post on how You know, he might have been on that side, but basically he's just like a Jimmy Dore that's just hanging on to, like, harder. He ain't giving up, you know. He's got a lot of, come on, this has been our, like, the party doesn't need to change into this. Like, come on, Bill, just come on to the other side. It's not that bad.
He literally said he'd vote Republican if they're just going to keep selling communism, bro. Socialism, communism.
I don't feel like it should be like a, you know, like your favorite sports team. You're like, those always been like your team. Like, I don't think politics should be like that for you. It's really just like what's for the betterment of the people, and not be such a loyalist. Just
well, as a not hardcore football person, my favorite team just changes to whoever the underdog good one is.
Right? Yeah, for the most part. Yeah, that's how it goes. A little bit there too. Until it's hockey, then it's gonna be the Blackhawks.
Okay, here we are.
1 trillion lies, but... And finally, new rule, Donald Trump has told 1 trillion lies, but when he says the Democratic Socialists of America are actually communist, that's not one of them. And it's not hard to prove it, just by quoting the DSA and their candidates. J.D. Vance was on the show, and I told him that if the Democratic Party keeps going in the direction of the DSA, my vote was in play. And all I heard all vacation was, oh my God, you're a Republican now. No, that's not what I said. I said in play. And here's why. Because not a week goes by where I don't read about some newly chosen, exciting new face in the Democratic Party. And then when that face opens its mouth, the Communist Manifesto or some other crazy shit comes out. Again, let's just read the quotes. The DSA platform says you work as much as you are able and no more than needed. If that was any closer to Karl Marx's dictum, from each according to his abilities to each according to his needs, they'd be sued for plagiarism. New York Mayor Mondani once tweeted Karl Marx's words exactly. They're not trying to hide it.
This is pretty awesome that he's going this hard, bro. This is wild shit.
He's pulling up the receipts.
Yeah, dude.
Their most popular influencer, Hassan Piker, thinks communism is so groovy. He laments the fall of the two of the most murderous regimes in history, the Soviet Union and Chairman Mao's China. Mondani's aide, his top aide, Sia Weaver, said if you don't...
Which I do believe more people have been killed by communism and just Mao Zedong's communism than the Holocaust.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Don't believe in the government's sacred right to seize property, it's over, and impoverish the white middle class. What? That's a goal?
No reason.
We were muted during that. Say it again.
She looks like she'd want to seize your property for no reason, just because she's just upset for basically that she has to wear that face.
Yes. If you were to say anything else, I'd be like, nah, bro, it's just because she's ugly.
You know you're supposed to scare people into voting for you, right? One of the new soon-to-be Democratic congresspeople, Darlisia Chevalier, supports seizing all properties from landlords and said seize the means of production. Mondani has said the end goal is seizing the means of production. I think they want to seize the means of production.
You think?
No. See, we just keep totally missaying it.
Production will be seized. Okay, said it right. Yeah.
Now, maybe you missed that in school or missed school altogether, but that's communism. Now the coalition within the DSA, called the Marxist Unity Group, is in ascendance, and I must take them at their word when their words include, our commitment is to the long-term struggle for a fully liberated classless society, in a word, communism. What do they have to do? Tweet it?
Literally. That's
their symbol. Their symbol.
Yeah, it's like literally communism.
Their symbol is the hammer and sickle.
Yeah, like
that is nothing else other than communism.
That's what it's been attributed to for many years.
They are not hiding it whatsoever.
Like not really
If you vote for this, you deserve it, but you're going to be in a really crappy world of loneliness and actually a lot of pain because all these other people are going to turn savages on you because all of us good people with smarts just going to have no choice at that point. Then we're like, yeah, no, I mean, we ain't saying we have the availability to leave, so we don't leave somewhere else.
If you vote for it, you deserve it. But if you vote for it, and I have to deal with it too, so I don't want to get there.
Yeah.
Elect more communists? Oh, yeah, see, a Weaver did that. Yes. Good, I'm glad you're shocked. People got to realize this is going on.
Hold on, I gotta mute while that's on because then it goes through mic.
Yeah, so
That's why we need headphones now.
If you're just listening and not watching, the woman with the RBF, Hassan Piker's aide or whatever, top aide, tweeted literally elect more communists.
That's what's on the screen, yeah.
That's she just that's her literal words, elect more communists.
And finally, new rule, Donald Trump has told 1 trillion lies, but when he says the Democratic Socialists of America are actually communist, that's not one of them. And it's not hard to prove it, just by...
Good on this guy, man. He ain't all my favorite ideas, but at least he being logical, man. God bless the nice old man.
Yep. Every once in a while, he lets them know the reality of it.
Yeah, more recently, bro, he coming over just like the one he brought up where he's talking to JD Vance, yada yada.
Yeah, he's had
pretty interesting,
I
right?
would say he's had like at least 5 or 6 times in the last year that he's actually been saying stuff that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, and it's increasing too.
He's not just trying to run the narrative for the one side of the party.
The best part, I don't think he understands what the real world's like because he just has like aides give him all his like news updates or intel or something, you know.
I feel like when people
so when they're on the show and they call him out, that's what's also
I think just living in New York.
Yeah,
it's just such a wild, different life.
100%, 100%. Because you get sick of people, bro, and then just people are more rude.
I mean, also it's just like kind of a cube out there. There's so much going on and whatnot. Everything you're doing, like you're kind of in a different world.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so like depending on his age, it's a big thing on what they're bringing him in info. But
I mean, even
everything
digitally,
you get just in there, just
like he's just older and a little bit checked out, so he's not like into all the like current what the vibes are, you know, whatever.
Probably a little bit of that.
Next up, good news from Mr. Scott Bessent. He has just erupted after Target took a $1 billion tariff refund.
It received a $1 billion refund for tariffs. What does that say about the size, besides the fact that it was done so quickly and efficiently, the refund, but what does it say about the amount of Chinese-made goods and foreign-made goods that our retailers are still selling in the United States?
Yeah, well, what it says is that the Democratic attorney generals who filed a ridiculous lawsuit against this administration wanted the money to go back to the payer of record. So that is corporate welfare. The American people had that money. And if I hear another Democratic legislator make the inane remark, the American people should get the money, the American people had the money in the U.S. Treasury, and we were forced to give it back. But using the 301s, which have survived more than 5,000 suits, that we will get that tariff income back. But what you are seeing is that we don't know the discount that Target got from the Chinese suppliers. So, this is a corporate bonanza, which I said it would be at the time.
Secretary, real quick, like a message to Iran.
Straight up, bro. So the Democrats right now are being like, oh, I can't believe you're taking the money from the people. No, dude. Like, the tariff money is literally going into the American People Fund. Like,
I love how we kind of need to explain it, but we have tried explaining it to you morons for a really long time, and you just can't pick it up. And so we just ain't got time for it anymore.
That's so annoying.
We have to work much harder to fix all these other things since you keep negating these things or refusing for your brain to learn what is actually the truth out there and how these systems work. And so we're just gonna do this. And then if you like hop on and get the benefits down the road, cool. If you get kicked off in the Darwinism pass of like you're gonna miss the train essentially per se. That just is what it is, and just we want to bring everybody up in America, and we have no care for right now. If we get that care once we get the systems in place, well, that's a bet you better be praying for that hopefully is on your side, because otherwise there ain't much hope for like the betterment of you in the future.
Bro, 100%. And then how has Trump admin not fucking like turned this all around and just used it against them and been like, tariffs equal socialism? Tariffs put more money in the system to pay all the welfare stuff that you guys are freaked out and worried and crying about. You know what I mean? Like,
their brain,
just like lean into that or something.
Crazy. Words cut. It doesn't even matter.
I know, but I would almost.
It can't be good for me.
I know, but I would almost
Whatever
go as
he tells me is bad.
I would almost go as stupid as saying tariff means socialism. Okay, guys, and then do his repeat it every single time he's on camera thing or something. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Try to program the regular demis or something like.
What I'm saying, Scott, is the program of that brain
won't even
to program. The program is it doesn't matter what word, what combo, how it comes out of
I hear you. I hear you.
Person's mouth. It is bad, and we just have to die on that hill.
I know.
And that's where they're at.
Pain in the ass, bro.
And so they might end up dying on said whatever the hill is, because they just can't, like, the virus just is. We can't cure the virus.
I think the word you're looking for, Dan, is the virus is terminal.
Yep, that's about right.
Speaking of TDS syndrome,
Hopefully not, but that's where we're at right now.
Organizations trying to aid and abet in the destruction of American, patriotism through the Democratic Party's donation system.
Their money laundering system.
That is Act Blue.
Yes.
So we have an update here. Act Blue co-founder Matt DeBurgalis just panicked and pled the Fifth in a closed-door deposition with House committee investigators. This comes after Act Blue is accused of allowing foreign donations that infiltrate U.S. politics for Democrats without proper measures to stop it. Here's the shocking exchange between Representative Jim Jordan and the Act Blue official.
Act Blue accepted up to 38 million contributions in 2024 that had the signs of foreign origin. How much fraud is too much fraud?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer the question pursuant to my Fifth Amendment rights under the Constitution.
How many foreign contributions did Act Blue accept?
Did anybody else get annoyed with how she said that?
Like the smartest on her face.
You're right. I almost done that, bro. Yeah. Just me?
Really look like yo shit don't stink.
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer the question.
How much money did Act Blue accept from Russia?
On the advice.
Your entire legal team quit. Your in-house legal team.
On the advice pursuant to my Fifth.
Because of reduced fraud standards.
On the advice of counsel.
I don't get how we can just allow that. Like, yeah, I get the Fifth Amendment. Like, bro, some of these people have to be forced to actually answer some effing questions, bro. Or we got to take them to effing trial where they have to do it. And then the council has to make them answer the effing questions.
Or more like,
gosh, it drives me
goes to trial. As long as the jury's not a bunch of like dinguses or bought out, they'll go, yeah, they're obviously guilty. Because guess what? You can say that all you want, but it paints a picture. And if the jury's going to make the decision anyways, so let's take this. It's not a lot out jury.
How could you get it?
We're just going to start sending these people to jail.
How could you get a fair jury with something like freaking like the entire effing donation system for the Democrats? You know what I'm saying? Like any Democrat would be biased. Like, well, I don't want the donation system to go down. Like,
I've been talking about it basically. Like, if something doesn't happen judicially, there's going to be a bunch of Batmans going around.
All right. After that vigilante movie came out, kind of probably.
Well, I mean,
that's when I think he was talking about
Batman
it.
Himself, then Citizen Vigilante.
Right.
But before Citizen Vigilante, we had the what's his face that murked the one CEO,
Luigi Mangione.
Yeah. it had started.
Yep. 100%.
That's already a start. Just because
I think we get the rest of this video. I'm assuming she just keeps.
That's why that guy exists, because I'm sure there's people out there all over plotting and scheming on things because they're just getting pissed with it. Because
right,
when people do that, it's just blatant, like, yes, we are manipulating your money and your minds. Make you think we're doing something, but we're not.
100%.
Not pleading the fifth. I guarantee that smirk was her thinking of, Fauci did it, and he got off. Look at me. This is my get out of jail free card. Ha ha ha. I'm so smart. I know how to plead the fifth. Yeah. That smartness only protects you for so far and against so many things. That's the problem.
I know. I was thinking about that too. It was like, oh, now that Fauci just, did plead the fifth for all of them, that also gives people a little bit of emboldenment to just do the same effing thing, kind of,
Which is really weird because you'd think they'd be in such fear of it, because that's what they say. All these like crazy shooters and everything, they're all far right extremists.
Mm-hmm.
So why would they be so cocky? Because if they have any psychological like knowledge, they know it's just gonna piss somebody off like that.
Mm-hmm.
Basically asking for somebody to FAFO.
Yeah.
Oh, what, you just you think for sure the cops are gonna get them before that happens? Wait, I thought you support defund the police. See, your rhetoric makes zero sense, guys.
It's all Ouroboros, bro.
Yeah, it's
Ouroboros.
always an ending circle.
Ouroboros.
Until that person realizes why that goes in circle, and is real with themselves, they will never move on. And why does that circle go on, Scott? Come on, anybody in the live chat, if we have anybody, why does that circle go on?
What do you say?
I don't want to necessarily put the N-word on it right away. Whoa.
Nuclear?
Whoa. Narcissist. They are selfish.
Right.
They are selfish.
I agree.
Man, what is the one thing that like had great structure of not being, the key thing was not being selfish, because they knew at the end of the day selfishness is what makes all this sin go rampant pretty much. Oh, it was the teachings of Christianity,
right? Moral framework,
servanthood,
moral frameworks.
Do unto others what you would like to be done unto yourself. So all these people that are out here robbing the people, well, if you get robbed, I guess you had it coming, didn't you? That's the rules of it, but you don't want to. You want to make the rules, but not play by them.
Yep.
Rules for thee, not for me.
That's what we called it during COVID.
Yeah. Just a bunch of children that never really grew up in their brain and seen the whole picture, matured.
A little bit, seems a little bit like that from our view.
Went past the not just about them.
Yep. Next up, bro, is our James O'Keefe segment for the week.
Man.
Last week, if you recall, we saw James dressed up as a Muslim man with his buddy dressed up as a Muslim woman, and they went in and were told that they completely could vote and have like 8 or 16 people that they vouched for or something vote too.
Yeah.
Ridiculous, right? Let's see what James is up to this week. O'Keefe offered Senate Lisa Murkowski's brother Ballot at Alaskan polling location with no ID. And I also love the theme they're doing where they start out Jackass style.
This is James O'Keefe in Anchorage, Alaska. I'm about to get offered Senator Lisa Murkowski's brother's ballot. The last name is Murkowski. I think I left my wallet in the vehicle. Would it be possible to vote without it today?
Absolutely possible.
Oh, good. I said, I can vote. Brian Murkowski can vote. She's like, yes, you can vote.
You can vote if you'd like to. Do you want to do a question ballot?
I mean, all I got to do is do the question ballot, then I can vote.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Brian Murkowski, Senator Murkowski's brother, doesn't even live in Alaska, but his name is still on the voter rolls.
Do you know how to spell Brian?
Brian.
Yeah,
That's the address.
In the correct place.
Oh, perfect.
You have a mugshot.
Oh, I think I left that at home. Blood?
DNA.
I got blood. Yeah.
You got blood. You want to leave your blood?
You're Caroline. Carolyn. Carolyn's a funny one, by the way.
Your thoughts devour my point.
Thank you for helping me.
And you know what? We appreciate it too because, we're volunteers and we're trying to figure this out.
And we're all trying to figure things out.
Well, that's the other thing that I hate about the volunteer voting system thing, bro, is when you think about it, if we're all just volunteers, bro, people are only going to care as much as like something their moral frameworks of like giving a shit about like how the system works to make sure like everything's like super on point and above board and stuff. And then I don't know about you, but I see mostly women that are in these voting centers like volunteering, right? And women are more agreeable. So they're way more willing to like bend the rule or be like, oh, okay, yeah, like
avoid confrontation.
Yeah, bro, you need some men in there like, I don't want to be here. I was told to be here. So you better effing do it right or you just walk away. Okay, get in here, do it right. Cool, get out of here. Get in here, do it right.
Somehow me volunteering is going to get me in trouble if I just let you guys do whatever. So nobody else enforces rules, so I have to, so I don't get in trouble.
Like some accountability layer or something. Yeah. Well, I'm sure you can get in trouble because
there's plenty of women that are good at that.
How about the Sarah Peters, bro?
Our culture.
How about the Sarah Peters that whistle blew on the 2020 election and then they put her in jail?
How many more of it?
No, that was our person they put in jail.
Oh, that's what
she tried to whistleblow on them cheating the election in 2020. So like then we stand up and do it, and then the deep state government puts you in jail. Like, golly. But hey, if you're not following James O'Keefe already, you should most certainly be following James O'Keefe to build yourself a better news feed. Or if you already are, help somebody else you know that needs a better news feed this week. Follow the James O'Keefe. They could also follow us. Don't forget about that. You can hit that little share button and share it on over to them, and then maybe we'd have some more followers next week because I feel like we kind of fell off flat. We were going up and getting more, and then it just dropped. Because I think we were at 144 last week or something like that. Lame. But yeah, James O'Keefe does it again, and he goes in with investigative journalism and finds out that he can get two different people's vote ballot just by like talking pleasant with them. Because there's just like no rules on it or something, bro.
The fact that she wasn't Waller. She just said, oh yeah, just fill out this form and you don't have your ID, no problem. Unbelievable. We're headed to the next location. Lisa Murkowski is one of the...
Crazy. So we'll see if anything comes out of this one. Election day in Anchorage, Alaska. James O'Keefe entered a polling location. Gave election workers the name, yeah. And it's a senator's brother, so I think he was also hoping that might rile it up a little bit. Like, how did I go in and, like, be told I could vote as your brother, man? Like, do something about this.
It's a good move. Just hopefully more awareness is brought from him.
Yep, James is one of the good ones. Make sure you follow Mr. James O'Keefe. Or just keep checking in on the weekly show because I'll cover everything pretty good. Yeah, this one's pretty pathetic, bro. Chief of staff for the entire state of California shows up to completely make a fool of himself, bro. Nick Shirley is out here talking about why they're trying to make the Nick Shirley Act where it doesn't allow citizen journalism, right? And this guy busts in and just starts being ridiculously childish.
I can do the same thing, Nick. What did I do for you?
Mia Bonta, do you think her creating a bill that would make it basically illegal, give someone a $4,000 fine for looking into immigration support service providers?
Did you guys hear that Nick Shirley has a small penis, allegedly?
Wow, that's so adult of you.
Did you hear about this? Nick Shirley allegedly has a small penis. Well, I don't know. This is what they're reporting. Have you seen this?
Well, the reports are wrong.
They're reporting. Well, we don't know. Prove me wrong.
No, I'm not. I don't do that.
Prove me wrong. It was good enough for Charlie Kirk. Prove me wrong.
You don't want to do that.
Well, if you consent.
Did he say prove me wrong? Like, that was not the right response. Yeah, it was good enough for Charlie Kirk. I don't know what that means.
I mean, we are in California. They do support pedophiles.
I think you're over 18. So there are news reports happening that Nick Shirley has a small penis. Do you have any comment on Nick Shirley's allegedly small
comes out here?
Alleged small penis.
It's risky for him to be out here. He could be banned or criminalized, you know?
Exactly.
I don't think does having a small penis, is that a criminal? Are you going to introduce that legislation to something, member?
Hey, sir, well, to look at your penis, you'd have to lift up your fat to even look at it. So
I'm out,
you should work on that before you allege somebody else.
Okay, this is devolved into a childish thing. So, dude, F that guy, bro. He just busted up on Nick Shirley just having a talk with a guy, bro. That's egregious.
I kind of feel like
they're sweating, bro.
I kind of feel like the way you talk aligns with your mental maturity as well.
Well, and your sexual nature, because that guy sounds gay AF.
I think so. We should check his hard drive.
Appreciate your service. Hey, gentlemen, have you guys heard these public reports? Nick Shirley allegedly has a small penis. There's an investigation going on. If you like, there you go. Thank you so much. That's great.
I'm doing just fine. To see yours, you have to literally lift up a flab of fat to look at yours.
I don't know what you're talking about, Nick.
You literally had to go like this to tuck your tummy and look at your own
I
penis.
appreciate.
It's a grown man.
I mean, I don't have.
Like
I'm not there.
And he just
reporting Nick Shirley.
Yeah, don't play into it, bro.
He ain't that fat.
But also, that is good that he kept doing it because then we saw it. But this is insane, bro. It's the chief of staff for the entire state of California. Came in and played cover on this, and then watch this childish interaction.
You want your photo? Look at all of the papers this guy made. He's gonna put these all around Sacramento. Look at this. Look at this.
Is it part of having an allegedly small penis that you feel the need to steal?
No.
He snatched him out of his hand, bro.
Oh, you just put it in my face, so I grabbed it. Look, you want to grab it back?
But no one's putting a small penis. I do want it back, please.
I know he is breathing cardio. This is California politics. This is hilarious. See, people love me. No way he gets in a Tesla. No way. No way you get in a Tesla. He probably doesn't like Elon Musk. Look at him. Absolute clown. He likes fraudsters.
Go back just a little bit into that. Go slow, a little bit before that.
He does, bro.
Why?
Why? I want to know.
Is it you're mentally disabled?
Believe it.
I can believe that.
But you don't get a parking spot for that one.
Yeah, so what's up with it, man?
Well, he wasn't parked in a handicapped spot. But why he got a sticker?
Is that your car? Is that your mom's car?
Pretty sure it's a crime.
Going on.
That is funny he got into a Tesla, though. If he's an angry Democrat, he probably hates Elon, just like Nick was saying.
But he's going to get that tax credit still.
Absolutely bonkers. I can't believe
the hypocrisy of the left is appalling.
I can't believe the Secretary of the entire state of California that has a larger GDP than like 98% of the countries in this world was out here doing this, dog. Isn't that just ridiculous? Ridiculous, bro.
It's shame.
So make sure to go follow big friend of the show, Mr. Nick Shirley. Follow him on the X as well, so you can build yourself a better news feed.
Wait, hold on. Does the chief of staff have a X?
Probably. Right there, bang.
Okay, how many followers does he have?
And of course he has the AI avatar thing.
There you go down. Oh, wow. Okay, so
these posts are protected.
And let's notice some stats. Nick Shirley has 1.7 million followers.
Oh, you have to follow him.
This guy has almost 1,900. So yeah, it sounds like a lot of projection there, Terry.
Yeah, he's still a loser, and he's following more people that follow him.
So you just were out there yelling your projection.
Again. We will make America great again.
Terry
12 o'clock.
used all that energy to let the people know that he has a small penis.
Terry, I think you need to put your energy into something more useful, like maybe being liked.
Yeah, that's the best points you can get.
What's that?
Helping.
What's that last
make
name?
Your tiny thing go the extra length.
I never heard that last name.
Because if you're just a jack wagon like that, any of a small one, you're just like double small jack wagon. If you're like nice with a small one, at least you're a nice guy. You know, at least you have something going for you, but the Democrats, they're just the guy on the bicycle putting the thing in his the perfect description for
It's the perfect meme, dude.
And then
it's the perfect meme.
I hurt myself, somebody help me.
No. It's somebody hurt me. Somebody help me. They wouldn't
Somebody
possibly
hurt me. That was myself.
They wouldn't possibly
Help
admit
me.
that it was themselves, right?
I was just saying.
Sure.
Yeah. True.
Good news.
Being in their whiny voice.
Good news for accountability, bro. Quick, concise, hard list of Maine Democrats, politician candidates, former officials arrested, charged, or convicted in the last 2 weeks. We got Desiree Lynch, California City Council District 5. She was arrested on 5 felony counts of perjury, false voter registration, and filing a false declaration of candidacy.
Well,
so voter fraud much? Then we got Brian DePena, Democrat mayor of Lawrence, Massachusetts. FBI on federal wire fraud and money laundering charges.
Big, steep charges.
We got Lon Burnham, former Democratic Texas state representative, arrested for misdemeanor charges of formalized around August 12th for disrupting a Tarrant County Commissioner's Court meeting. Not a big one there. Cheryl Williams Stapleton, former Democratic New Mexico House Majority Leader, convicted by federal jury on all accounts of bribery, mail fraud, money laundering, conspiracy, and related charges. So we'll see if all the charges stick. You know, they arrested, Donald Trump and threw a bunch of charges at him inaccurately. But we got word of this Desiree Lynch going down here this week. So I thought I'd pull up any others that showed up in the last 2 weeks, and it's 4 Democrats arrested. Almost all 3 of them for financial crimes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Must have been hanging out with the Act Blue too much, huh?
Get them.
Fantastic to hear here. David Morans, a former top NIAID senior advisor to Dr. Fauci, has pled guilty for conspiring to defraud the U.S. by destroying or hiding federal records during the COVID pandemic. So that's accountability, but we ain't hearing that. Yeah, you ain't hearing that in mainstream newsfeed, bro. That's why us ciders stay angry, because when things are happening, then you don't even see it if you got a lamestream news feed, bro. So you got to build a better news feed and follow a show like ours, and then follow these people that we highlight on the show, dropping the news out through the week, man. This one's coming in from Libs of TikTok, bro. She's like a legitimate news channel, bro, at this point. Should definitely be following Libs of TikTok. See what I mean about like followers and following? You know you're dope when your followers have far exceeded how many you're following.
Yeah.
Like that's when you know you made it. I'm getting close. I'm following like 1,000, but I only have like 600 following me. I'm on the same ratio as that other dude.
Yeah. Yeah. which is like literally.
And he's the damn chief of state
A little less
of
than that.
one of the largest states that has the largest GDP in the entire world. That guy was like, come on.
It was just hard to watch.
That was hard to watch, right?
That just makes other people watching what happened in America, what's happening in America, think we're dumb and we suck. We got tiny testosterone.
Yeah.
Putting a bad image out there for us, and that's why it's so important, that culture and everything. Like how Andy Frisella talks about culture in the business. Like if somebody's in there tainting the pool, you gotta get rid of them because you're gonna destroy the whole, and then it's gonna tank if the culture of the business goes down how it's supposed to be, the business is gonna go down.
That's like a cancer.
And that's how it is in America, and that's why that was the whole thing. The nostalgia about the Cold War, like it's all they just like trying to deculture us, and everybody's just like wanting to turn their ears off like it's a culture war.
Very true.
Because it is. It's been for a while. They've been trying to destroy our culture for a long time.
Right.
And obviously it's been working because they've infiltrated and they have things happening.
100%.
We need to eradicate that out of our country.
Right.
Because if it keeps on going, we won't have a country anymore.
Yeah.
AKA history repeats itself.
Yep.
Rome, all the Persian Empire, all the great empires were the best thing the world had seen. All of a sudden turn. We are the best experiment so far of the best it can be for human civilization as a free man.
Seems that way, and it's only been 250 years, which is actually not long in the scheme of things.
Yeah. And it's already getting infiltrated, so let's put it back into the what's guaranteed ahead path.
Yeah, 100%, bro. Next up here, last one I got for us, man.
Snip the branches that are infected with disease.
These old pandemic clicks are pretty wild, man. So what was this one? In October 2021, CNN sends a reporter to Miami to investigate a school that is considered, quote, anti-vax. While there, the reporter runs into a parent who says he's not going to have his kid vaccinated. While being harassed by the CNN lackey, the parent says that fully vaccinated people are still dying from COVID and that Fauci is not the best scientist in the world. CNN clown scoffs at him and tells him he is wrong. This exact same week, the former head of the CDC, Robert Redfield, said that more than 40% of people who died from COVID over the past 6 to 8 weeks in Maryland were fully vaccinated. Soon after, the CEO of Pfizer said publicly that 2 doses of the vaccine offer almost zero protection at all against COVID. So what does that mean? Random parent Juan, CNN, nil.
Again, CNN is fake news.
How awesome is that to be this dude, bro? And then have this be a clip. That'd be awesome. I'd be pulling this clip all the time, bro. I'd be like, oh, yeah? I was like that since then. Looks like I was right.
Again and again. Putting the markers on the board that we told you so.
Yup, another good one, man. Maze is a good account on X if you're trying to build yourself a better news feed like we very much promote around here. So definitely follow Maze if you are on the X. And if you haven't made yourself an X account, what are you doing, man? Make a Rumble account, make an X account. Just use your Google account if you got one to log in with those accounts. Then you don't got to make a whole nother username and password. So make sure to log in here if you haven't made an account yet and hit that thumbs up button for us. It helps tell the algorithm that we should be recommended. I'd tell our YouTube watchers, but YouTube just borked out today and just like crashed my stream. I think it might have been technically my computer's fault, but I'm going to blame it on YouTube because the other ones didn't do it. Hit the share button, man. Share it out to somebody for us. Like Dan says, don't be a hair show. Don't be a hoe. Share that show.
Right.
If you got a computer, check out signup.toleratetech.com in the link description box down below. And if you got a business, check out scalartoolbox.com because I would love to help you set up an AI voice assistant to answer your phone calls when you are busy, doing your work, or working with a customer. Pretty sweet, man. So check that out too if you made it this long. Thank you very much for tuning in, folks.
Idea for a scam bot.
Maybe we'll talk about this one after the show. Thank you very much, folks. Y'all have a great night. We got a 2. We got a 1. And then I think we had something else around here somewhere. I don't know what that was.
Man, how do you always miss it, dude? But you get it just right at the end. You know I got that wiggle. All right.
Oh.